manifested a lot, especially here recently, and it's in my face, and then all of this stuff starts coming up. All of this stuff starts coming up, and that's the hard part, because I have a decision to make in that moment of who I'm going to be, what story I'm going to tell, what outfit I choose to wear in that moment when that thing is here in my face. That is the one thing that's going to change everything for you. It all boils down to this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I want to talk about the one thing that totally transformed my life. I mean, there's a lot of things that transform my life. This one thing specifically really has changed my life. And I really want to have a heart-to-heart with you guys about this, because it's so important, and it's really going to, if you're looking for a breakthrough shift, this is the one thing that you need to know about. So if you want to know that one thing, please keep watching. So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So like I said, in this video I want to talk about the one thing that you need to know about that's really going to do it for you. It's been interesting these last few days. I've been having a really challenging, hard time with stuff, like just things in general, like my mind, and just being grounded and things like that. And it's interesting, I came across, and this is what really kind of triggered this for me, and I wish I had brought my journal down to my office to read a little bit about what I've been contending with. But this one thing is everything. I think especially as women, like, when it comes to manifesting, a lot of times people talk about manifesting, and I think that, honestly, masculine energy and feminine energy, they manifest differently. And so part of my journey has been, learning more from women and people that are more inclined or in touch with their feminine energy to learn about manifesting. And I just went off on a tangent. I don't know where I was going with that. But I will say, I can only speak from like my perspective. Obviously, I've encountered different things in life, gained different experiences and things like that have brought me to where I am now and have shaped how I view life in my perspective, right? So I think that a lot of times with women, we have this thing, and I want to talk about it because I think it's really important. And this is the one thing that really is super powerful when you really realize it. Now, I was watching a TikTok. Now, this is where I was going with it. I didn't write notes on this. It's really impromptu because I think I'm just feeling inspired to talk about it. So I was watching a TikTok, right? And the girl, she was like talking about her boyfriend or her man or something like that. And he did something special for her. But instead of her accepting what he did for her, her brain automatically went to, is he cheating on me? Is he doing something? Is he being shady or something like that? So instead of like taking it for face value, she created a whole story that the worst case scenario. And I think a lot of us do that, but it was like worst case scenario. And it was interesting to me because I was watching it, and the guy, her man, was treating her so well. He was doing all these things for her, but her brain kept going and creating these stories of, is he cheating? Is he doing something shady? Why is he doing this for me? And this kind of stuff, like this unworthiness and stuff like that. And I think that's really important to talk about. So in this video, the one thing that I really want to share that I think is really important when it comes to transforming your life, the breakthrough, shifting your life, all of that is the stories that we create. And the reason why I found that video so interesting is because I often do that. And I was actually experiencing that as I was watching that TikTok. And I thought that was so funny because I started thinking, I'm like, where is this coming from? I'm creating all of these stories and scenarios and worst case scenarios and things like that. And I can't accept the beautifulness that's in front of me. And I think that a lot of women do that. Now, if you know about manifesting, you know about creating your reality. I talk about it all the time on this channel. Your thoughts create, and it's all in the stories we tell. So, what's going on, and the stories we're telling about are making up about the things that are going on. And so, this is really important because there's a manifesting teacher on YouTube, and she talks about start telling the stories and what you want to experience. I forget exactly what she says it in all her videos, but it's true. You got to start telling better stories. You got to start telling the stories in which you wish to experience. And you know, oftentimes when we, especially if you have history with someone and if we experience trauma, our brain just typically shifts to that. And you really have to be very cognizant of the stories you're telling about what's going on in your reality. So for instance, if something is good going on, it's like there's it's so funny. And I thought I was like the only one that thought like this, or I kind of thought it was normal for me, is to think, okay, if something is good, when is the other shoe going to drop type of thing. Instead of like being present and accepting it and like, I want more of this, and telling a better story instead of like going to worst case scenario and telling these stories of like what's going on, these kind of things. And it's so important that we address it, because again, our thoughts create. And so, in Manifesting Made Basic, we talk about having the thoughts in the present now that we are looking to manifest. And so even when your manifestation shows up, what are the thoughts that you're having in the present now when it shows up? Okay, so I'll give you an example. So I manifested my partner. And, when it was just me, I was single Amber and I was doing my thing. When it was just me, it was easy to stay in alignment. It was easy for me to have time to meditate and have, process thoughts and, meditate and visualize and script and all that kind of stuff. But when I'm in it. While I'm in it, and while I was in it, and when it came into my reality, right, things started to show up. So it was in my face. And so it was okay. Low self-esteem starting to show up. Low confidence is starting to show up. Unworthiness is starting to creep up in me, and these thoughts are starting to show up. But the manifestation's in my face. And so I have to, in the present now, while it's in my face, make the choice and decision to have an elevated, more loving thought. And that is really, really challenging a lot of times, especially if there's history there. And so it's all in the story that you tell. So it's like when these things come up, you have to, in the present now, like, I often say, listen there, thought, I don't like that one. I rebuke that thought. Or if it's a thought that I want to see more of and I want to feel more of, I encourage that thought, which is an exercise that I do, and that I think it's in Manifesting Made Basic. I'm not sure if that's an exercise that's in that workshop, but it's an exercise in not controlling, because you can't. I know a lot of people talk about controlling your thoughts. I don't feel like you can control your thoughts. It's about choosing and deciding what thoughts you want to entertain and which ones you want to let go of and rebuke. Now, just speaking of that, the other day, all of these thoughts that did not make me feel good started to show up, come up for me. And so I felt like, okay, this is weird. And so it was, for me, it was a shedding season. It was like letting go of these thoughts, a rebuking of these thoughts. And when I talk about you choose your outfit, with outfit being the metaphor for your reality and experience, this would be a time where, and if I'm thinking of my outfit, I'm actually changing seasons. I'm changing seasons, I'm changing my outfit, and I'm putting on a different outfit. And so I'm letting go of, or doing spring cleaning, letting go of some these thoughts, and shedding these thoughts and putting on a different outfit. Really, when it comes down to it, it's all in the stories we tell, but you have to choose and decide to tell the story. And this is where we talk about manifesting made basic. It's like, and you choose your outfit. We talked about styling our outfit, designing our outfit. How does it feel? How does it make us look? And things like that. Styling, creating the outfit, right? But in manifesting made basic, we are making a decision to put that outfit on, to put it on. And this is important. So when it comes to all of this, it's all in the decisions and the choices that we make. It's like, I choose to put that on, try on that outfit. It doesn't feel good. I'm gonna choose to let go of that outfit. Okay, I'm deciding to put this on, and it feels good to me right now in this season of my life, and I'm going to continue to wear this outfit. And in fact, I'm going to elevate this outfit and add some accessories to it. And it's all about choosing and deciding. So it's like, okay, I choose this story, I choose this outfit. I decide not to wear this outfit now. It's all in decisions and how we conceptualize everything, what is our perception of everything, and what is the outfit and the stories we're telling. It's just so important. And I think that is really important, because I think that a lot of us were like, oh, because I was watching a video today, and she was like, I don't have a hard time attracting men. It's just they are messed up. But it's not them. It's always going to be you. So it's all about the stories you're telling, the choices you're making. And I mean, when it comes to the stories you're telling, it's the choice, it's the decision in which the story, it is the decision that you're making. It is the decision, what am I trying to say here? I think you know what I'm trying to say here. It is you deciding on what story to tell. That's a good way to put it. But it is. And that's so important when it comes to all of this. It's all a choice, it's all a decision. And you have to look at it that way. So whatever is happening in my reality, I'm like, I can choose to be suspicious of it, or I can choose to just take this in and, this is him really wanting me, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's really in how you choose to look at things. What outfit do you choose to put on? I feel that we lose that sometimes, because it can be easy, and the illusion of it all. It can be easy to think that you're a victim, and that things are outside of you. But it's all in the story in which you choose to tell. It's all in the outfit in which you choose to put on. Everything. So I wanted to share that with you guys. This one thing it all boils down to this one thing, and it's a choice and a decision on the stories you tell and the outfit you choose to put on. It all boils down to this. Like, we can decide, like, I did a video, which I didn't end up posting, but I did do a video on, we design the outfit and stuff like that. And, we design the outfit and stuff like that, but we have to make the decision to put it on. And that is what it all boils down to. Like, when it comes to manifesting, it feels good to dream. It feels good to be like, you know, I want this, I want to manifest a car, this life, luxury, and, you know, freedom. And I want to manifest abundance and all this stuff. But we have to make the decision to put on that outfit. We have to make the decision to tell that story. And that's where we often miss. Because when things show up in your reality and it's like, oh, the money showed up. But what are you saying in that present now? Like, when the money shows up, are you saying, are worried that it's going to leave you as soon as it shows up? Okay? When it shows up in your realities, in your face, what are the stories you're telling? What is the narrative in your head, right? These things, it's so, so important. You gotta be aware, because it's like, this is all evolution. This is all evolution. This is all about evolving. So it's like, it's no right or wrong. It's just like, okay, I'm aware of this now. What is the story I want to tell about this money that showed up? Am I going to be worried and just frightened that it's going to like leave, or I'm going to lose it all as soon as it shows up? Or in that moment, you're like, oh, this is just the beginning. There's more to come, right? You have to think about these things in the present now, because I'll tell you, I've manifested a lot, especially here recently, and it's in my face, and then all of this stuff starts coming up. All of this stuff starts coming up, and that's the hard part, because I have a decision to make in that moment of who I'm going to be, what story I'm going to tell, what outfit I choose to wear in that moment when that thing is here in my face. That is the one thing that's going to change everything for you. I hope you hear me. It's the one thing that's going to change everything for you. Who are you going to be? What outfit are you going to choose? What story are you going to tell in that moment when the thing's in your face? Okay. So I hope this video helped you. I just felt inspired to share that, because, you know, I wasn't going to do a video. I was going to, I don't know, I had been contending with some things, and like I said, some stuff is showing up, and so I had a decision to make, and how I'm going to, what story I'm going to tell about the stuff that I'm feeling come up within me. What story am I going to tell, you know? And I knew, because I asked the question, I'm like, because it felt cyclical, I don't know if I say that word right, but it felt cyclical. And oftentimes anytime that things keep showing up in my life where it feels cyclical, and it feels like it's like deja vu, and it's the same thing that's happening, I feel like it's something that I need to learn, a lesson there. And so I asked, okay, well, what is this? And it's like, okay, you made these decisions in the past. Are you going to make the same decision, tell the same story? Or are you going to have a more elevated, loving story to tell about this thing? Okay. So I wanted to share, I think it's important that we start talking about these things. And I kind of wanted to share a little bit about some things. You know, I live and breathe manifesting. I talk about it all the time. I learn about it. It's like something that's really a huge passion of mine. But I have a hard time myself, and we all do. It's like the illusion is so, if it feels and looks so real. The illusion looks and feels so real. that's the point. But anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys. Anyways, that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. I like to talk about manifesting, feminine energy, the subconscious mind. So if you like that kind of thing, I think you'll like it here. And we have Manifesting Made Basic. Oh, and also we just launched Manifesting Made Basic AF, the planner. And I think I'm going to do a separate video on that, because I'm so excited for this planner, you guys, because this planner is set up for manifesting. creating, transformation. It is set up for that way. It's got a space for, you know, what you're grateful for. It has a space for water intake. I can do a whole video on water. Intentional disruptions, heartfelt connections, planning for that stuff in your day and reaching out to people, planning for those kind of connections and interruptions. Now, I talked about why it's important to interrupt that autopilot mind, why that's important, and planning for that stuff in your day. So it's a really great planner, and I'm so excited for it. So I think you guys will like it. So I'm going to leave a link below for that as well. Anyways, you guys, this video is becoming really long, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. Like this video, subscribe, and I will check you guys in the next video. Peace.